What do I do? Well, my name is Qbah, and I have an entertainment company. That means I make films and videos, which means I direct movies and I make videos for different companies. I also am a music producer. So I've made songs that go on the radio. I have made songs for Spanish artists, get their music on the radio in different countries, and help them with their stage shows as well. The shows when you go to the concerts, that's what I've helped them do as well. For years, I've also done television production, which is the news as well as different TV shows that your mommy and daddy watch.
Why did you want to have the job you have?
Why do I have the job that I have? Well, since I was 8 years old, I loved being in front of people. I loved putting on shows and making people laugh or making them feel something. And so I got into theater, and I would always make songs at my house with my cousins when they would come from Puerto Rico. We would mix, songs from here and songs from over there, and we would make our own music. And I just loved doing it so much that I knew that that's what I wanted to do when I grew up. I wanted to make sure that I continued to make people feel something with the art that I did, which was music and, video production.
What is your favorite part of your job?
What is my favorite part of my job? Well, there's a lot of things that I really enjoy about this job. I love creating new things. I love working with different kinds of people. And I really like every time I go to work, I'm working on something new and creating something new. And it's not easy all the time, but sometimes that's the fun part too, is trying to figure out, how can I do this? It's like a puzzle. When you look at a puzzle, you're like, how can I do this? And you figure it out. And that's a great thing to do with other people. And I just love seeing people's faces when I'm all done and they get to see my videos or my music.
What is the hardest part of your job?
What is the hardest part of my job? Well, there's a lot of hard things about my job. I think when you have to create something from nothing, there's a lot of obstacles that you have to deal with. One of those obstacles, as an example, is what if I wanted to do something outside? Well, if I got everybody ready to go do something outside and then it starts raining, well, those are just one of the problems that we can have when trying to create something. Or if you are in the studio and you're working on a song, but you just can't figure out the right piano sound or little things like that. It gets really hard sometimes because sometimes we have to get things done just like homework. We have to get things done at a certain time, at a certain period, and because of that, it can make the job really hard.
Do you have a fun story from work?
Do I have a fun story from work? Well, I have a lot of fun stories from work. One time, I made a music video, and with this music video, I was able to go to my old neighborhood, and I was able to knock on all the doors of all my neighbors, and I said, hey, do you want to be in this music video? And it's about us having fun and doing a party on our street, and all the neighbors, they said yeah, so they all came out, including from old to young, from little kids to old grandparents. They all came out, and they all had a great time in the video, and that was a great fun story. I'll never forget that.
Is there a time that your design didn't come out the way it wanted? What did you do?
Is there a time that my design didn't turn out the way I wanted, and what did I do? Well, I have come to realize with all of the days and years that I work on this stuff is that there's 3 versions of what I'm creating. There's a version that we thought of where we had this idea and we said, this is going to be the story or this is going to be the song. And then there's the version that you create, meaning, okay, well, we started working on, this movie or this song, but things changed a little bit because we didn't, like I said, we didn't have the right piano player, so we turned it into a guitar. Or we were filming and it was raining, so the movie needed, we changed the story so that it was a rain scene instead of a sun scene. And, those are the things that we do. You have to get creative. You have to get really creative in our field when things don't turn out the way that we want to. And then the third step is the version that you edit. So when this is all done and you record it all, you have to edit it, meaning you have to put it all together. All the little pieces you have to put together. Whether it's music, you put the guitars with the drums and all those things, or when it's film, you have to move the car scene to the outside scene and put it all together. And then you realize in the edit that you have a whole nother version of your story that you created because of certain problems. So I think every film and every song or every video I've ever worked on, it's not 100% what I designed. It always turns into different things or different versions of a story as you go through each phase that I mentioned.
Do you have advice for kids who want to do a job like yours when they grow up?
Do I have advice for kids who want to do my job? Yes, my advice is every day, if you really love this, learn something new about it. Every day, teach yourself something new. You have YouTube, so you can look up how to do videos, how to edit videos, how to do music, how to edit music, all those little things. It's very important that you learn the basics. So if you love music, it's really important that, you can get piano lessons or guitar lessons, or even singing lessons can really help you. If you want to do video work, then it's really good to pick up a camera, even if it's your cell phone, and make little things and edit them and learn every day on how to do something new. The biggest thing as well is you have to learn to talk to others. Sometimes you're good at recording something, but you're not good at acting. So you need an actor, or you need someone to sing in your song. Working as a team is very important. It's just like sports in my career. So learning to communicate with others, not get frustrated, learning how to communicate and, how to talk to someone when you're trying to get your ideas out, all those things are very important, as well as listening to the other person. There's so many projects that I've worked on that the other person gave me a better idea than the idea that I had, and I had to accept that and go, you know what, your idea was better. So working as a team really works.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Once again, my name is Qbah, and I'm so glad to have spent some time with you guys.